You've probably heard about manifestation, and maybe you've even tried it, but you're still a little skeptical because, well, nothing's happened. What if I told you that manifestation is a skill, and just like any skill, you have to use the right techniques? In this video, I'm going to share 7 powerful manifestation methods that blend practical science with deep spiritual wisdom. Think of it as a guide to finally help turn your desires into your reality. And you'll want to stick around, because the 4th technique is the one that completely changed the game for me. First things first, let's get clear on what manifestation is and isn't. It's not a magic trick where you just think about $1 million and it appears on your doorstep. While scientific studies haven't proven that thoughts alone can change your external reality, the principles of manifestation are powerful psychological tools. Manifestation is the art of aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and, most importantly, your actions to deliberately create the life you want. It's about becoming the person who is capable of achieving those goals. If you're ready to learn how to consciously create your reality, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our guides to living a more empowered life. The power of crystal clear intention. Our first technique is the foundation for everything else: setting a crystal clear intention. Most people fail at manifesting because they don't really know what they want. They have vague desires like, I want more money, or I want to be happy. That's like getting in a car and telling your GPS you want to go somewhere nice. It has no idea where to direct you. Clarity is power. You need to get radically specific about your goals. Instead of, more money, define it. Is it an extra $1,000 a month? A specific salary of $85,000 per year? Why do you want it? For security? To travel the world? To provide for your family? This isn't about sending a clear order to the universe. It's about giving your own mind a clear destination. When you have a precise goal, your brain's reticular activating system, or RAS, gets to work. This is the part of your brain that acts as a filter for information. Once you decide what's important, your brain starts noticing things related to that goal, opportunities, resources, and connections that were probably there all along, but you just weren't primed to see them. So, take the time to define exactly what you want and the deep, emotional reason why you want it. Write it down and make it real. Visualization, rehearsing your future. Now that you have your clear intention, it's time for our second technique, visualization. This is so much more than just daydreaming, it's a form of mental rehearsal. Neurologically, your brain has a hard time distinguishing between a real memory and a vividly imagined one. When you visualize, you're activating many of the same neural pathways in your brain that would fire if you were actually living that experience. Now, let's be realistic. Visualizing your dream home won't make the keys magically appear in your hand. But what it does is powerful. By consistently and vividly imagining your success, you are creating and strengthening the neural connections associated with that reality. This does 2 things. First, it makes the goal feel more familiar and achievable to your subconscious mind, which helps quiet that inner voice of self-doubt and fear. Second, it primes you to take action and boosts your motivation because you've already had a taste of how good it will feel to succeed. To practice this, just spend 5-10 minutes each day in a quiet space. Close your eyes and imagine your goal as if it's already done. But don't just see it, feel it. Engage all of your senses. What do you see? What do you hear or smell? Who is there with you? Most importantly, allow yourself to feel the emotions of joy, relief, pride, and gratitude as if it's all happening right now. Affirmations, rewiring your inner dialogue. Technique number 3 is one of the most popular, yet often misunderstood. Affirmations. An affirmation is simply a positive statement, declared in the present tense, that's designed to reframe your thinking. The point isn't to lie to yourself or to pretend something is true when it isn't. The real goal is to consciously challenge and rewrite the limiting beliefs and negative self-talk that are holding you back. So many of us have a nagging inner critic telling us we're not smart enough, worthy enough, or capable enough. Affirmations are your tool to fight back. When you repeatedly declare, I am confident and capable of achieving my career goals, you're actively creating a new mental habit. This works because of something called neuroplasticity, your brain's incredible ability to change and form new connections. Repeating affirmations doesn't magically change the world around you, but it absolutely can change your inner world. It helps build self-efficacy, your belief in your own ability to succeed. And when you truly believe you are capable, you are so much more likely to take the confident, inspired actions needed to make your goals a reality. Write them on sticky notes, say them in the mirror, or repeat them on your commute. The key is consistent repetition with genuine feeling. The gratitude amplifier. And that brings us to technique number 4, the one I promised was a total game changer for me, the gratitude amplifier. You may have heard people talk about gratitude, raising your vibration. While that concept of vibrational energy doesn't have scientific backing, the psychological and neurological impact of gratitude is profound and very well documented. Practicing gratitude fundamentally shifts your brain's focus from a state of lack to a state of abundance. Our brains are naturally wired with a negativity bias. We evolved to scan for threats and problems. Gratitude actively works against this. When you make a conscious effort to focus on what you're thankful for, you are literally rewiring your brain to scan for the positive. This shift is what makes it such a powerful tool for manifesting. When you operate from a place of abundance, you feel more resourceful, optimistic, and creative. You stop obsessing over what's missing and start seeing the opportunities and resources you already have. This was the key for me. I used to be so fixated on my next goal that I was completely blind to the blessings and opportunities right in front of me. Once I started a daily gratitude practice, just writing down 3 things I was grateful for each morning, my entire world opened up. I felt happier, more resilient, and suddenly, the path to my goals felt clearer and way more accessible. Writing your reality into existence. Our 5th technique, scripting, is like putting your intentions and visualizations down on paper. It's the simple act of writing about your desires in a journal as if they've already happened. This technique is so powerful because the physical act of writing engages your mind on a much deeper level than just thinking. You could write a day in the life entry from the perspective of your future self who has already hit that big goal. For example, if your goal is a successful online business, you might write, "I woke up this morning feeling so energized. I just checked my sales dashboard and was blown away to see we flew past our monthly goal. I spent the afternoon responding to amazing customer emails and outlining a new creative project. I feel so fulfilled doing work that I love and that helps so many people." Again, the paper and pen aren't a magic wand. Scripting works by making your abstract desire feel concrete and real. It forces you to get super detailed about what you want, giving your brain even more clarity to focus on. It's like you're writing the script for the movie of your life, and by doing that, you're giving yourself a clear storyline to follow and act out. The bridge between thought and reality, aligned action. Technique number 6 is, without a doubt, the most critical on this list, and it's the one most people skip. This is the bridge that connects your inner world of thoughts and feelings to your outer world of results, aligned action. Let me be perfectly clear. Manifestation is not a passive activity. Mindset work alone isn't enough. You must take action. But there's a huge difference between just hustling and taking aligned action. Hustling often comes from a place of fear and force, which just leads to burnout. Aligned action comes from a place of inspiration, intuition, and trust. It's the action you take in response to those opportunities your newly focused mind has started to notice. It's that gut feeling to call an old friend, who just so happens to know someone in your dream industry. It's the sudden idea to sign up for a course that teaches you the exact skill you need. The first 5 techniques are all about getting your mind and your emotional state ready so you can recognize and act on these opportunities without hesitating. Taking action is how you prove to yourself and your subconscious that you're serious. It's you becoming an active co-creator in your life, finally moving from daydreaming to doing. The art of surrender and trust. Our final technique might sound like a paradox, but it's absolutely essential. The art of surrender and trust. After you've set your intention, aligned your mindset, and started taking inspired action, you have to let go of your desperate attachment to the outcome. This doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're releasing the anxiety, the worry, and the need to control every single step. That desperate, controlling energy is actually counterproductive. It comes from a belief that you don't really trust yourself or the process, which creates stress that clouds your judgment and blocks your creativity. Surrender is really about trusting yourself. Trusting that you've done the work to get clear. Trusting that you've primed your mind to see what's needed. Trusting that you will take the right action at the right time. When you let go of the how and the when, you allow yourself to operate from a place of calm confidence instead of frantic fear. This is often when unexpected solutions and synchronicities appear, not because of some cosmic magic, but because you're finally calm and open enough to actually see them. Alright, we've covered a lot of ground today, from the neuroscience of visualization to the psychology of gratitude. Each of these 7 techniques is a powerful tool on its own, but when you combine them, you create a complete practice for turning your desires into your reality. I'd love to know which of these techniques resonates with you the most. Drop a comment below and tell me which one you're excited to try first. Your stories and insights are what make this community so incredible, and I try to read as many comments as I can. So, let's quickly recap the 7 techniques. We started with the foundation of crystal clear intention. Then, we used visualization to rehearse our future. We learned to use affirmations to rewire our inner critic. We amplified our mindset with the power of gratitude. We made our goals concrete through scripting. We talked about the absolute necessity of taking aligned action. And finally, we embraced the power of surrender and trust. Remember, manifestation isn't about wishing and waiting. It's an active process of creation. It's about using these proven psychological tools to shift your mindset, direct your focus, and build the self-belief you need to take consistent, inspired action. The power to create your dream life doesn't come from some external force. It has been inside you all along. You just needed the right tools to unlock it. Thanks for watching, and go out there and consciously create the life you deserve.